हेलो फ्रेंड। जैसे कि आप लोगों को पता है कि मैं उत्तराखंड लेक्चरर के लिए छोटे छोटे वीडियो डालते रहूंगा और आप लोगों को जिससे कि हेल्प होगी। मैंने कल एक वीडियो डाला था जिसमें मैंने बताया था कि टॉपिक वाइज कि आप लोगों को किस टॉपिक में सबसे ज्यादा फोकस करना है। तो उसी कड़ी में आज मैं एक छोटा सा टॉपिक आप लोगों के लिए लेके आ रहा हूँ जो है डाइपोल मोमेंट। आपको अच्छा लगे तो कमेंट करना, शेयर करना, लाइक करना। डाइपोल मोमेंट, ये टॉपिक उन बच्चों के लिए भी हेल्प करेगा जो अभी नीट की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं। और आप लोगों के लिए बहुत ये टॉपिक बहुत अच्छा और इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है और लेक्चरर में इससे क्वेश्चन बन सकता है। एक छोटा सा टॉपिक है, आप इसको एक बार समझें। मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगा कि मैं जो कुछ आएगा पेपर में सब कुछ बता दूंगा, मगर एक जस्ट एक हिंट कि आप लोग इससे बेटर कैसे कर सकते हैं, वो चीज मैं थोड़ा सा आपको बताना चाह रहा हूँ। पहली बात कि डायपोल मोमेंटम क्या होता है, इतने पीछे मैं नहीं जाऊंगा। आप लोगों को बहुत कुछ आता है क्योंकि आप सभी मेरे दोस्त हैं, मेरे से सीनियर भी कुछ होंगे क्योंकि आप लोगों ने सब एमएससी कर रखी है, जो जितने भी लेक्चरर की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं। तो सिंपली डायपोल मोमेंटम बताने जा रहा हूँ, इसको आप डिटेल में थ्योरी आप जानते हैं। हम बात करेंगे कि न्यूमेरिकल इसके सॉल्व कैसे करते हैं, थोड़ा सा इसका बेसिक भी मैं बात करूंगा। पहली बात कि डायपोल मोमेंटम को हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं क्यू म्यू से, और म्यू इज इक्वल टू होता है क्यू इंटू डी। और इसकी जो यूनिट होती है वो डी बाई होती है। इसकी यूनिट क्या होती है? डी बाई यूनिट होती है। इसको जनरली हम डी से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। थर्ड थिंग कि जो डायपोल मोमेंटम होता है ये किस पे एप्लीकेबल होता है? दिस इज एप्लीकेबल फॉर पोलर कोवलेंट बॉन्ड। पोलर कोवलेंट बॉन्ड, you know all of you what is the meaning of the polar covalent bond, okay? And non-polar भी होता है, थर्ड होता है ionic। थ्री टाइप ऑफ बॉन्डिंग are, you know that when two non-metal just like hydrogen and hydrogen are sharing a equal electron, then it's a non-polar. And when two different kind of non-metal just like HCl, and in which one is a high electronegative and one is a less negative, this is the polar covalent. This is the non-polar covalent. And now third one is when one is a metal and another one is a non-metal, metal transfer electron to the non-metal, they form a ionic bond. Okay, this is the ionic bond. All of you know very well. Now in this one, this rule, the dipole momentum we are going to discuss here, this is applicable only for polar covalent bonds, not others. It is not applicable this one and this one. Okay, now we are going move ki what type of question and how they ask in the examination. For this one, I'm going to give you some points. First, the first point is said that all the symmetrical molecule, has dipole moment always zero, is always zero, यानी कि mu is equal to zero. Up now condition is the what is the meaning of the symmetrical molecule here? How can you define? So what are the 2 points? If the molecule fulfill the 2 condition, I'm going to write here 1 condition and 2 condition. First one, central atom is bonded with the same atom or group, is bonded with same atom or group. Second point, central atom should have no lone pair. If the molecule fulfill these 2 conditions, then only its mu value is 0. For example, I'm writing here CH4. PF3. Okay. Now, this is the you want to go calculate for the hybridization first. So this is the sp3, this is the sp2, and second thing, you calculate the lone pair in this one. In this one, 0 lone pair. If you want to find out how to calculate the hybridization, you go in my videos. One is the simplest method to calculate the hybridization, lone pair, and shape of molecule. I have also already done in this video. You can find out in my list of videos in my channel. Okay, and this is lone pair also 0. So now second thing is that all the hydrogen atom are same, all the fluorine atom are the same. So I can say that this is the mu 0, and in this one also mu is equal to 0. The first condition is fulfilled. If I am going to write CO2 also, the CO2 sp3 hybridization. Okay, in this one CO2, if you are going to make, this is the like this is a symmetrical molecule also. Okay, you can find out how to find out. This is use check in my description box. Okay, now next one, second point. This is was the first point, how to calculate. Second one, I'm going to rough it. Second point is that the dipole momentum of unsymmetrical compound is mu is greater than to 0. Okay, in this one, just you see example I'm going to write H2O, NH3. Yeah, you can see that H2S. Okay, in this one, you see this is the sp3, this is also sp3. You can do yourself for H2S, your practice. And this one is the lone pair you count. Here is a 2 lone pair, here is a 1 lone pair. When we are going to discuss the shape, so oxygen, everyone you know that V shape molecule, and it has a 2 lone pair. It is the pyramidal shape, NH3. This is the pyramidal shape. This is the V shape. This is the pyramidal. These are not a symmetrical. Okay, so its mu is greater than to 0. Its mu is greater than to 0. If we are going to discuss about which mu is greater, then you obvious that it containing the 2 lone pair. So water dipole momentum is greater than to NH3 dipole momentum. Next point is that mu is directly proportional to electronegativity. What is the mean that? Just I am asking you, I am taking our example, one CHF3 molecule, CHCl3 molecule, CHBr3 molecule, and CHI3 molecule. In this one, fluorine has the highest electronegativity. It depends on the electronegativity. Mu also depends on electronegativity. So what will happen? This is the highest dipole moment. So this is the order. Yeah, you can say the recurring order. Yeah, I am writing the arrow. So highest is CHF3. The same question student did a wrong. What is happening when the compound is like that? CHF, CH3F, CH3Cl, CH3Br, and CH3I. They are thinking ki in this one also fluorine has a maximum electronegativity. They are doing like that. I'm just giving the first, second, third molecule, and this is a fourth. This is the order given in the book also, and they are saying ki decreasing order, increasing, or whatever they are saying. So they are saying ki maximum fluorine, then chlorine, then bromine, and then iodine. They are writing like that, but this is a wrong. Why? Because you know that the electron gain enthalpy, the concept is that here the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine is higher than fluorine, because it has a smallest site. It does not occupy his electron, their electron, and then chlorine has the highest electron gain enthalpy than that of fluorine. So that electronegativity also depend on this, in this case only. Then CH3 is CH3Cl is maximum, then CH3 half, then CH3Br, after that CH3I. Remember this one. This is the important concept to all of you. Now, next question, next point. The molecule, you know, all of you, what is the meaning of the cis and trans? If the same kind of atom in the same side, they are called the cis. And for the cis, I'm saying these are the atom, not a molecule. Atom. These are the atom. Okay, and the cis molecule is greater value than greater than that 0 for the dipole moment. And if we are taking the trans molecule, AA, BB, then their mu is equal to 0. This rule is applicable only for the atoms, not for the molecules. Atoms, yeah, you can say that molecule linear, and you can say that, or linear molecule. If these atom or molecule, these atom are for it is applicable for atom, and it's also applicable for the linear molecule. If molecule is not a linear, just for example, one example I am giving you first, the C double bond C, Cl Cl, H at H, and mu is 0. Yeah, you can say that C double bond C, CS3 CS3, HH, mu is 0. If CS3 CS3 HH, mu is greater than to 0, because this is the trans, this is trans, this is cis, so its mu is greater. Now, what is the, what I said, this is should be a linear molecule. If it is not linear, for example, I'm taking an example, is C double bond C and COOH, COOH and HH. What you will think? These are the trans. This is the trans. This is the trans. You will go for mu is equal to 0. But this is wrong. Why? Because this COH is not linear molecule, so that its mu value is greater than to 0. Remember this point always. What I am saying, if molecule in a trans compound is not a linear molecule, then its mu always greater than to 0. Remember this. Okay, now come to the next point. When disubstituted benzene are present like that, one I'm saying the X group and another any group, I'm just writing here, it may be any position, ortho, meta, para. Okay, now the first point is that the case is that case number first, what is saying, when the both the group as well as this one, both the group, yeah, you say that both the group, okay, electron donating or both the electron beating, matlab both X and Z are same kind, either electron donating or electron withdrawing, then mu is equal to, its formula is mu1 square plus mu2 square plus 2 mu1 mu2 cos theta. This is the formula for calculating, but we will not go through the, because the cos value, you know that it depends on maximum value 1 and minimum value is 0. It's belonging to that. Okay, now what my question is that in this case, like this is happening. So in this case, ortho derivative dipole moment, I am saying about the dipole momentum, mu about maximum, then meta derivative, then para derivative. This is the order of dipole momentum. If I'm going to take example, if both the group are same, if both the group are same, X and G, I am taking here the Cl and Cl, both group are same. Orthodichlorobenzene, metadichlorobenzene, and para-dichlorobenzene I am taking. Both the group are same. Either they are electron donating or either they are electron withdrawing. In this case, you know that ortho is maximum and meta, then para is minimum. But also you remember, if the molecule, this atom is linear, again I am saying this should be a linear, then its mu value is 0. If it is not linear, so then its value is not 0. Okay. Now, for example, another example I am giving you, like this CS3 and CS3 para, so mu is equal to 0. If I am going through this CN and CN, both the group are same, then again mu is equal to 0. Okay. But if I am taking OH and OH, this mu not equal to 0, because what I said, it is not a linear, it's not linear molecule, because oxygen contain a lone pair of electron, so that it show the repulsion and the dipole momentum is not equal to 0. So I say that if first you listen, both group are same, but it should be a linear. Another example I am giving you, if I am taking COO ET and COO ET, now this is also not a linear, this is molecular, so mu is greater than to 0. If both are the linear and same, then only it happen that their dipole momentum is 0. Next point, when both the group electron withdrawing and next is, if one group is electron donating and other is electron withdrawing, then what will happen? Then mu is equal to, and mu1 square plus mu2 square minus 2 mu1 mu2, and in the first one condition, that was the plus here, so this will be happen. For example, in this what will happen? What is the now para derivative? Mu para derivative maximum, then or meta derivative, and then ortho derivative. For example, in this one is electron withdrawing, one is electron donating. Okay, CS3 is electron donating and CN is electron withdrawing. Another one is same kind, I'm taking meta one, then para one. So what is happening? CN. So now what is the rule? One is this is the electron donating and this one is a electron withdrawing. This is the donor group and this is withdrawing group. So when both are the different, earlier that was both are the same, here both are the different group. So in this condition, the para one is the maximum. Okay, in this one para one is a maximum dipole momentum. Okay, I'm just going for 1 to 2 example for you people, and what you think about the answer for it. Okay, just you check yourself and then give the response. One question: which of the following the maximum dipole momentum? Maximum dipole moment. That one is, first one is this, second one is this, third one is NO2, next one is CONA and NO2. What do you will think? I'm just giving you one. Because here the NO2 is electron withdrawing. This is CO negative and positive. This group also electron withdrawing. Electron withdrawing. If both the group are the same, then dipole moment of para 1 is minimum. You remember, I think. If these are two not answer, so we will discuss. If this one is a electron donating, this is negative and positive, electron donating group, and this one is the electron withdrawing group. Withdrawing group. So now the last one rule is applicable here. So then this one is the correct answer. One more question. And arrange increasing order of dipole momentum CS3, NO2, OH, and NO2 CS3. Which one will be a maximum? The A option is that this is for you people. 3, 1, 4, 2. 3, 1, 4, 2. B option is 1, 4, 3, 2. C option is 1, 3, 4, 2. D option is 1, 3, 2, 4. I am giving you hint how to solve the example. So whenever you are going to solve the paper, first you identify which one will be a maximum, either which one will be a minimum, any one you find. Then you go for the option. So here, just you see, whenever you are getting the two groups, this is the electron donating, this is the electron withdrawing. So para is a maximum. Now you remember. So it means fourth one is a maximum. This one is not a fourth, not fourth, not fourth. This is a correct. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And you people prepare the question. And if anyone having any doubt in a dipole momentum, then you can ask me. Okay. Thank you. This one for NEET प्रिपरेशन के स्टूडेंट जो ऐसे बच्चे जो अभी नीट एग्जाम के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं या जिन्होंने अभी अपीयर होना है, सबके लिए है। दूसरा, अपने उत्तराखंड के भाई बहनों के लिए जो अभी मेरे दोस्त अभी लेक्चर का एग्जाम देने जा रहे हैं, उनके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। वो इसमें कम से कम 20 क्वेश्चन और अपने आप से लगाएं। मान लीजिए कोई डाउट हो तो आप मेरे को मेरे व्हाट्सएप नंबर मैंने आपको शेयर किया है 8877970849 पर व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं और मेरे से पूछ सकते हैं, या आपको और क्वेश्चन चाहिए तो डायरेक्टली व्हाट्सएप कीजिए मेरे से, मैं आपको क्वेश्चन भेज सकता हूं। ओके, थैंक यू। प्लीज लाइक एंड शेयर द वीडियो। थैंक यू।